Hello everyone. Are you ready to decorate our box? Okay. I am using the pattern paper that has the little flowers on it. You'll need a corner rounder and you need some paper. I'm using the paper florist dies to make my flowers. So the first thing I'm going to share with you are the measurements. All right. You need one piece that is 4 by 5.5. You need one piece that is 4 by 5 1/4. You need two pieces that are 3/4 by 4. You need a piece that is 1 1/4 by 4. And you need two pieces that are 3/4 by 5.5. So let's get started. All right, the front of our box takes the 4 by 5 1/4. Now, this is going to have a wider border than we normally do, but I did it because it makes the maximum use of your cardstock, your pattern paper. By cutting it at 4 inches, you can get 3 strips off of it. So that's why when you mess with it, it doesn't work. So taking the 4 by 5 1/4 piece, we're going to take and we're going to round our corners. I'm using a retired punch because that's the one I have. You shop your stash and use the one that you have. All right, now to put this on evenly, I'm going to open this up and I'm going to add some glue. I'm going to clean my glue off. All right. Let me get this on there. All right. And I'm centering it side to side, top to bottom. Okay, so it's centered on all sides. Now we're going to do this little piece here. Now I know you're probably thinking, why didn't you do this before you put it together? Because I didn't even think of it. So I need a piece that is 3/4 by 4. All right, and when you put this down, what you want to do is you want to center it side to side, but you also have to watch the direction of your paper, if it has a direction, as well as your sides here. So you're centering it top to bottom, matching up your sides. Make sure your pattern goes in the right direction. The next piece we're going to do is the sides. I did not do the bottom. If you want to do the bottom, you can. This piece is 3/4 by 5 1/2. All right, so we're going to add that on. And again, we're going to center it side to side and top to bottom. So I've got to pull it down just a little. I kind of like the extra blue on it because it just gives it a little bit more interest. This is a busy pattern, so if you don't have a busy pattern, just cut it bigger. But again, I did it to maximize my paper. I don't know about you, but I like to maximize my paper. When you have these odd sizes, it doesn't work. All right, come on. Don't grab yet. Okay, so I've got that. Now you have a piece that's 1 1/4 by 4. That one goes in here. And we need, because the corners are rounded there, we're going to round the corners of the top of this. So watch your pattern and make sure you're rounding the corner at the top and not somewhere it shouldn't be rounded. All right, or you'll be cutting more paper. All right, here we go. This is going to go on, and then I have another piece that's 3/4. Oh, maybe I did do the bottom. Okay, when you do this, try and watch your sides. I must have done the bottom. Okay. If you don't want to do the bottom, you don't have. This is 3/4 by 4. I have not done the back because I'm going to put my ribbon on there. Okay, now when you do this, check the way the flowers are going in that direction and match it up and watch your sides. Match it as close as you can. I'm off just a little. Can I pull it over? Well, maybe not. All right, it's off just a little, but that's okay. All right, now I'm going to use some of the herringbone ribbon. It's the only white ribbon we have, and I thought, well, you know, we probably want something fairly large. And I'm just going to figure out how much I need. And I think I'm just going to do a knot because I'm going to have, nope, I want to do a bow. All there is to it. So what I do is I take and I pull out my ribbon. I'm going to tie my bow, and I'm not cutting it from my spool till I see how much I need so I don't waste it. Now it'll be a little loose on here, but it'll be easier. See, so now I'm going to cut my ribbon here. I gave myself a little extra. All right. So what I'm going to do is leave that tied, and I will put my back on last and fix it up. But I used the paper florist dies, and I used this die, and I cut out one whole set of white and one whole set of bubble bath. I used this die, and I went with the fact that these stems are blue, and I cut out 2 of those from the navy. I used this die, and I cut out 2 leaf sprays from the navy. I used this die, which I'm going to pair up with this, and I'm going to do mine differently than the way they have done it. So I cut out 3 of the pink and 3 of the white. They have it this way. I'm going to put it this way because then it mimics those flowers. So I was playing with it, and I thought, oh, that would work. All right, and then I used this die, and we have 2 of them, and I cut out 4 of them for the center of my flowers. So I'm going to start with a white flower, a large one. I'm going to take my bone folder, and I'm going to gently curl this. All right, and I'm going to take one of these, and I'm going to put it in the center. All right. All right. So I'm going to go like that. All right, so there's that. And I'm thinking that one will go there. And I might change it and make it a pink one, so I'll go ahead and do a pink one because I think it would be better to have the pink there. And I want my bow towards the bottom, so this way I can shift it if I need to. That'll help keep it closed. Ooh, stuck to my finger. All right, so I'm going to switch it. I don't want it attached to the ribbon because the ribbon has to come untied for you to be able to get it in there. All right, there's that, but I'm also going to do a small one because I'm thinking I might need a small one. So let's see. And that goes in there. Let me swap it out for a small one. Okay, now let me do some of these. I wanted to do some of the pink Ooh, I don't want that way. Shoot, I was going to put the glue on the back. I want the glue on the back of the stems. And I'm going to do one at a time because that way I can then take this piece and stick it on there and not have to worry. And I can adjust it a little. Not have to worry about it sticking to my mat or to the others. All right. And I'm just kind of playing with it to get it on there. All right. Now let's get some glue on this one. And I'll attach it. These are little fiddly things, so if you need to, use your tweezers. So there's the one, and I think I'm going to put it here with that, and I might switch it. All right, let's do the pink one and let's see. I just kind of play and see. I always cut more. Excuse me. Oh, sorry about that. I always cut more than I need. That way I can have enough, and then if I don't use it, I can just throw it back into the holder with the dies and use it for another card. Okay, and one more. And if you have issues with shaking, which I know some of my ladies do, put your flower down and put your top onto it, or your stem onto it. That might have been a better way for me to go too. There we go. So there's that one. So I've got those done. Let me see if I switch it out, put that there. I'm not, put that there. Now you've got to be careful, don't go past the bottom of your box. So I think what I'm going to do, since I've done that, is I'm going to move this down and I'm going to decorate up here. All right, so I can put my white one. Oh, I didn't do a small pink one. Let me put a small pink one together, because then I can have the pink next to my bow. All right. I can put this one here, this one here, and I'm trying to tuck the tips under, but I don't have to. I'm going to pull this underneath so I can get it lined up. All right. And then I want this here, and I think I'll pull this one over and put it on top. And let me do that. And I'll do the same with this one. I'll go this way with it. All right, like that. And then I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to add, I think I'll do this. I think I'm going to do it that way. And I will find some gems to put on there because flowers need gems. Now I'm going to glue this down because I don't want, I don't want to have to deal with dimensionals and things like that, at least to start off. All right, now I need this one. And when I say I'm gluing it down, I'm not gluing the whole thing so that they will pop up. All right, so then that one goes there. And then I can put this one here, like so. All right, my little one goes on next. I am loving these flowers. I'm going to stick it right about there. Now I have to do these over here on the side. This die set is fabulous. I did a card. All right, I've got to watch this. I want under it. And I can always pull this up and kind of tuck it that way. I don't know if it was a YouTube live or a Facebook live, and I used these flowers and made a cute card with it. All right, I'm going to pull that down some, like so. And if I have any of these sticking out, I can very easily trim them off. All right, let's go like this. Oh, great. All right, now I'm going to pull that over to the side. I'm going to put this on and let me find some gems. Okay, these are my all-time favorite. And as you can see, I don't have many left. These are new in the catalog and I just love them. And the reason I love them is they're very sparkly. So I'm going to add this to here. Come on. There. I'm trying not to push too hard. All right. And then I'm going to add one here. Well, it's stuck to my pokey tool. And then the last one, I'm down to black and one gold left. Good thing I ordered some more. Won't be in anytime soon. All right, there. So they have the sparkle to them. Now what I need to do is I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to take my tear and tape and I'm going to hold this and untie this. All right, so this is about where I need it. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to go across the back of the box and I'm going to cut it. Okay, and do I want it there? I'm trying to decide if I want to go up one or down one. I think I'm going to go up one and put another strip here. And if I find it's not in the right place, I can always add another strip at the bottom. This will be covered, so it won't matter. All right, now just let me test this out. There's a lot of testing when you do this. Yes, this is great. All right, so I'm going to take this off. Oop, didn't burnish. All right, now when I put this on, I'm going to tie it over here to the side. So that side, I'm going to find the middle as best I can, which is here. This is the side I'm going to tie it on. So I don't need as much on that side. So I'm just going to shift that middle over slightly. And I'm going to stick this down. I'm going to take another piece of tear and tape and go across my, and I hope this is straight. Let me check it. I didn't think of that. All right. So if I go at 3, it's at 4.5. It's off just slightly, so I'm going to pull it up and move it down. That looks better. Yep. All right. Then I'm going to cover this up. And the reason I'm doing that is I want to sandwich that ribbon between my pattern paper, because if you don't, that ribbon can give way, and you don't want that to happen. And now I need my last piece of DSP, which is, oh, it fell. There it is, 4 by 5.5. This is going to go on here. Ooh. All right, I can fix this by just kind of pushing it over like so. When you do this, be aware of that. See, I'm just rolling it on itself. Now let's see if that works. A little bit more. And if you've got any sticking out, you can always use your pokey tool. Okay, this has got to come down a little bit more. You know, it might be better to just take it off and add another piece, which I think I'm going to do. I need to move it in. So let me do this. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to center it and know where I have to put my ribbon or my tape this time. All right, so right about there. All right, now I can put this on. Okay, so when you do yours, keep that in mind. All right, now this I'm gonna put on with some glue so that it sticks. I don't want my box pieces to fall apart. Now when you do this, think about the fact that this is the back of the box. So you want your pattern paper to go in the right direction. It will be different from those because of the fact that it's the back. All right, and just so you know, I've got a little piece sticking out here, so I'm just gonna push it under and hold it down. All right, now let me get my cards and my envelopes. I have them right here, and just as a refresher, these are the cards that I did, and the matching envelopes. All right, these go down in my box like so, and they fit very well with no problems. Now, if you don't want to use ribbon, you can use magnets here. I'm using the ribbon to help tie it closed because I think it needs to have something holding it. All right, when you tie a ribbon, pull your tails north to south. Take the bottom tail, make your loop, pull your top tail over and through the loop. All right, hold on. I'm going to use, to keep this closed, if you have reversible tweezers, pull it tight, hold it, stick your tweezers in, and then it will hold it tight for you. Now you can tie it without having to try and hold it. I usually do pretty good. When you pull it east to west, and your bow will lay nice, and then you can adjust it. I like little bows, so I will adjust it and use a little bow. And then I would suggest you not cut your tails off. Reason being is if you give this to someone and they're not very good at tying bows, they have a little bit of space to get it tied. And there's our card box series for June. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll be back next Saturday with a new idea because it'll be July, and we'll come up with some more things. And I mean, this is a great box. Look at that. It's nice and it's held together well. So have a great day, guys. Bye.